Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So let's start our new video. It's new lecture and how we are going to know about that, how we can do the condition making thing. So you can say that how we are going to take decision in Python. So let's start our lecture. So what is our first one? Means what the thing we are going to discuss today. So here it is written that what is decision making in programming? Means as we know very well that in day-to-day life, normal human being also take their decision by you can say creating some circumstances. Like if someone wants to go outside, they also take decision like yeah, I have to go outside if they have some reason or they don't means sometimes they also don't have any reason, but still they want to go outside. So all these things is about the day-to-day life for the human being. But what happens if all the things we are going to talk about in the machinery languages, like we are going to talk today in our Python. Like here it is written, decision making let's program choose different action based on conditions. Just like human makes choices every day, programs can evaluate a situation and respond accordingly, making your code smarter and more dynamic. So here it is written about that how the human beings takes means chooses their everyday life decisions and evaluate their situation, that what thing is going to do today and what is really going to be more good for them. And after that, it is written that making your code smarter and more dynamic. Like what happens if we are going to put our decision making ability in our programming languages by using the code. So let's talk more about it. Like here, there's some example also given that if it is raining, take umbrella, else wear sunglasses. Programs follow the same logic. Like we are not going to talk about this example. Okay, I'm just telling you a simple example. Like if you want to make a game, like choosing a random number, and that game is going to tell normal people, yeah, I can say to the people that whether the number is our even or odd. So we can do all these such things by using our conditional statements. So here it is also written that checking condition and executing the matching action based on the whether it is true or false. Like what I am telling to you is just a second. I'm telling you by the help of my yeah. So as I want to let's say if someone is going to choose two, okay. If someone is going to choose a random number two, and we want that our computer is going to print even. So even. Let's say it's a even, okay? Is a even. Like someone is going to choose three, and we want that our computer is going to print odd. So how we are going to implement all these things in our code? Like how we are going to write the code that our code is going to perform all these such things, like in the conditional statement, or you can say decision making thinking. Okay, so we can do by using our conditional statement. So today we are going to know so many things about the conditional statement, and we are also going to use this conditional statement in our further lectures also. And when we are going to talk about the conditional statement, it is about the if, else, and the next one I'm going to tell you after discussing this one. Okay, so let's move forward. Like here it is written the if statement. The if statement means what do you mean by if? Like if we want to do something, like if it is raining, it's not, we can say that it's not 100% true that outside there is a rain, we say outside there is a weather like a rain or not. Okay, so if it is raining, then you have to take umbrella. Okay, if it is not raining, then you don't have to take the umbrella. So what here the condition is written that if condition, the code block runs only when the condition is true. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you that whether means if our condition is true, then only the if statement is going to be printed. Okay. What I am trying to say you that if our condition is true, whatever the thing is happening, it is true, then our print statement, then our if statement is going to be printed. Okay. And if our statement is not true, then if statement is not going to be print, then what happens next? We will discuss later also. But firstly, we have to focus on the if statement that what it tries to tell us. Like here it is written, the code runs only when the condition is true. Like here it is written that if temperature is greater than 30 degrees Celsius, okay, then print what? Print it's outside, means it's hot outside. Okay. And what's the explanation of this code? Let me discuss this one also. The program checks whether temperature is greater than 30 degree. If the condition is true, it prints the message. If false, the block is kept entirely. So here what it is written, that in the explanation here it is written about the syntax. Here is the full syntax. This one is our this one is our syntax. Okay, this one is our syntax for if statement. If statement. So what here it is written that if our statement is true, then the if statement is going to be print. Okay, like if means if the temperature is really more than the 30 degrees Celsius, then our system is going to print it's hot outside. And if our temperature is not, means you can say that if our temperature is less than 30 degrees Celsius, then what happens? Then our system is going to skip that entire syntax. Means our system is just going to what means just going to skip all this syntax. Okay, and what it going to be print? Let's check it out by the help of our code. Okay, first I have to open my VS Code. So let me open my VS Code. So as you can see very well that I am on my workspace. Again, the one thing I want to do that firstly we have to create a file by the name of if statement state.py. And I hope one more thing again I want to tell you that I hope you are making is you also are making this file before starting all the topics, because I want to tell you one more thing that whenever you want to revise your topics that is not going to be you can say a hectic. Okay, so try to make your try to make the file for each and every topic, so it is easy to find it out whenever you need. Okay, so we are going to talk about the if statement that what our PPT used to tell us. So like if I'm going to take example that wait, rain is equals to wait, yes. Now I'm going to use the if statement. If rain is equals to yes, print print it's raining. Now I'm going to run this code. Just a second. And as you can see very well, that what we are getting here, we are getting it's raining because I have chosen that, yeah, it's raining. Means rain is equals to yes. That's why our system is printing it's raining. And one more question that you all are means thinking that what is this? Just a second. So I think I hope this one is visible to you. That here is four space. Here is our fourth space, which is also known as our indentation. Okay. So what does the this word indentation means? That whenever you are writing any type of the conditional statement, uh, ठीक है, so whatever the thing you are writing after this means whatever the statement you means not the statement, whatever the condition you are writing after the if statement, like I am writing that rain is equal means is equals to yes. So after that we have to put what? We have to put colon this form. Okay. This one is the important thing that we have to put this colon each and every time whenever we are writing our means whenever we are ending our condition. After the condition, we have to press enter. We have to press enter, and as you can see very well, that we are getting four spaces. We are getting four spaces, which is also called as our white space, which is also known as our indentation, and it is really important to give indentation because whenever we are not going to give this indentation, let's see what is going to be happen if we are not using proper way of indentation. Then what is going to be happen? Whatever piece is going to be printed, as you can see very well that here we are getting indentation error. Okay, indentation error means that we are not using the white space correctly and our condition is not working properly. So that's why we have to use proper indentation, and you can say which is also considered as our considered it as our four spaces, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see very well that here as our indent, we can also use tab. Okay, instead of this four space, like if you want to put this one and like you missed this one on that time, you don't have to press four times this space bar. Just press tab. Just you have to press the button tab. Now you are going to get indent, which our you can say indentation or the white space. So this is really important in our coding journey that we have to know that how our indent is really important for the conditional statement. If we are not going to use indent, then we are going to get an indentation error. So that's really important. Okay. So as we can see very well that we are discussing about that if our if statement is true, then only our statement if statement is going to be printed. So as you can see very well that whenever I am going to run this code, I am getting it's raining. It's only because of this statement, because only because of this true statement. That what happen if we are not going to match the statement. Like I am going to write no, but here it is written if rain is yes, then what is going to be happen? Let's see what is going to be happen. As you can see very well that we are not getting any type of you can say statement, because we have only chosen that if rain equals to yes. So this condition is only for if rain is literally happening. If rain is not happening, then what we are going to get? So as of our PPT, on that PPT that it is written that if our condition is false, then our Python is going to skip all this syntax and just going to print nothing, as you can see very well. But in our coding journey, it is not a good thing that if any of the condition is going to be, you can say, false, then we are not getting any type of thing. So that is also going to create a chaos. So what we have to do next? So for that, we are going to study about the else statement, right? Like the if, we also have else, as I have told you that in our first PPT slide, that what we have to study that first our if and second is our else. So now we are going to study about the else statement, and how we are going to use else statement by using, I mean, whatever, whenever we are going to use today in our conditional statements. So let's move forward. Okay. So here is about the one more thing I am going to tell you, but let's check it out only about the else statement till now. Okay, like in the second one, as you can see in the second point, else runs if none of the previous condition are true. Like if we are using I am telling you about that if statement, else statement. So on that time, what happened? If your condition is not true, then what happened? There is no any other statement. On that time, there is a statement, means on that time there is our conditional statement, which is our else. Means whenever nothing is going to be happen, or you can say there is a default case, then at that time we are going to use else statement. As you can see very well here, it is written that if none of the previous condition are true, it acts as a catch all fallback. Means whatever the drawback, so you can say fallback is happening, or you can say they are there in that condition, that is going to you can say comes under in the else statement. Okay, so whenever our condition is not true, or you can say it is not false, then on that time what is going to be happen? That is going to be comes under in the circle of that else statement, and whatever the statement is written inside the else condition, on that time that is going to be printed on our screen. Let's check it out that how it's working. So like here I am written means I have written that no, but I am right now I am going to create this one it as our user input, and you know very well that how to take user input. I am taking enter the answer, enter your answer, not that. So enter your answer, and if it's yes, then print raining. Now I am also going to create a new condition, which is our else. And as you can see very well, I am taking else. One more thing I want to tell you that we don't have to we don't have to take anything in our else statement. We don't have to write any type of condition in our else statement. So just we have to means we can use our print statement after the completion of this else. Just we have to write else, and then we have to use this colon, and then the same thing we have to do. We have to press enter, and as you can see very well that whenever we are going to print, whenever we are going to press the enter key, we are going to see here that about the indentation, which is our four spaces, and as you can tell this one, it has our white space. Okay, so what we have to do next? We have to write the what statement we want whenever this statement means whenever our if statement is going to be wrong, or you can say if statement is not going to be printed, then what we want to print. So on the our else statement, we have to write print It's not raining. Okay, it's not raining. Okay, and the same thing I'm going to do. I am just going to run this code, and as you can see very well, I am going to press this run button, and what is going to be happen? Just you have to write the answer. Oh, just a second. Let me write the answer first. So sorry. I am going to write the answer like yes. And as you can see very well that I have given the condition. I have written here that if rain is equals to yes, then we have to print it's raining. And what happened if I'm going to write anything else? Like I am going to write no. As you can see very well, we are getting it's not raining. But one more thing you have to keep in your mind that if if we are going to write anything like instead of no, we are also going to get it's not raining. Let me tell you that just check it out that what I am from what I try to say you. Just here I am writing a number like 6 7. Okay, as you know very well that we are taking the input as in string, but I think okay, okay. It's not a big deal that we have also created the condition about string only. Like okay, I'm telling you the example. Like I am going to write hurrah. Okay, and as you can see very well that we are getting okay. We are getting something. Just a second. Actually, okay, my fault, my bad. Yeah, again, I'm going to write late, and as you can see very well, we are getting it's not raining. So it's not the right way to write the conditional statement. I am telling you that how you have to write the right conditional statement. Just a second. Select this one, control and forward slash, and as you can see very well that we are able to put the comments. And I hope you are practicing whatever the topics we are telling you. Okay, so let's move forward toward our next example, which is our if and else statement. Now, whatever the thing I'm telling you about the random numbers, that how the normal people is going to take the random number, and we are going to tell them that whether the number is our even or odd. Okay, like here I am going to write uh, number. I am going to create a variable number. Again, the same thing. I hope you also know that how to take user input, int input, enter any random number. Now again I am going to use our if and else statement only. Till now, I am not using else statement. I will tell you that when and how you have to use else statement. Firstly, we have to do this question by using our not the question, just random use example by using our if and else statement only. Like I am using if number number. I hope you know very well that this one is our modulus sign 2, and I hope you know very well that For our even number, whatever the number we are taking, that should be divisible by 2, and we are getting the remainder 0. Then that number is considered it as our even number. And whenever we are going to, you can say, divide any number and we are getting, you can say, not getting the 0 as our remainder, then we are going to consider that number as our odd number. So I hope you know that logic. And one more thing I want to tell, that whenever you are studying about the Python, and you can say any of the programming languages, try to remember the formulas. That is really important. Okay, so as of you right now, you can see here that like I am using that number modulo 2 is equals to 0. Then what we have to print? Just again the same thing we have to do after this completion of this statement. After the completion of this statement, number modulo 2 equals to 0. After this one, we have to put the colon, and then we have to press enter. And as you can see very well, we are getting an indent. Again, we have to write our what we want to print. If this statement is true, I want to print even. Wait, it's even. Okay. Now, what I want to print, if our number is odd, like else. Same thing. I'm not going to write the means we don't have. We really don't need to have write any of the condition in our else statement. Just we have to use this print odd. Let's check it out that what we are getting. Okay, we have to put we are getting an user input that we have to put any of the random number. Like I am right now I am going to choose 4, and I am just going to print, means I am going to just press enter. And as you can see very well that our statement means our conditional statement means whatever the thing we are doing by the help of this one, we are getting it very easily that it's a even number. Like what happen if I am going to choose any type of random number like 45, enter. And as you can see very well that our conditions, our logic is able to calculate, you can say means find it out that whether the number is even or odd. Okay, what happens if I am going to again run this code, and I'm going to write 567 something like a random number and enter. And as you can see very well that we are getting it's odd. So by using this logic, and by using this statement, this if else conditional statement, we can easily make a random, you can say again, or you can say a small project. And that just you have to choose a random number, and we are means whatever that means by the help of the Python we can tell you that whether the number is even or whether the number is odd. So it's you can say basic use of our conditional statement by using if and else. Now let's move forward, and now we are going to talk about that what is else statement, means how we are using, means how we need to use our else statement. What's the main reason that we are using else statement? So let's move forward. So now we have to move forward. That now we are going to discuss that else, not the else. Now we are going to talk about the else statement. That why we are telling that we can create more options for our else by the help of the else statement. Let's check it out. Like here it is written, else allows else allows multiple conditions to be checked in order. like if we want to create more options, like whatever the mean in our previous question, as we know very well that we are discussing only about the certain circumstances, like if and else, that if it is raining, then print it's raining. If nothing is happening, just print else. What happen if there is another case also, like if it's raining, then it's print raining. That another case is elf. Uh, you can say that it's you can say it's warm and all, like a temperature, and if the temperature is like this one, and then you have to print it's warm, and the last 1 hour else. So as you can see very well that here is also written that after the initial if, means after the initial if block block, each else provides an additional condition, like uh, we can use only one else. No, sorry, not the else. We can only use this only one if, and you can say the only else. But if we want to create more additional conditions, like there is a number of conditions in our let's say question, or you can say in our project, then on that time we can increase by using our else statement. Okay, else statement. With the help of the else statement, we can create additional conditions. Python evaluates, like again in our conclusion here it is written that Python evaluates stem top to bottom and executes the first block whose condition is true. Like, what here it is written, I am telling you. Just a second, I have to open my workspace, VS Code. And as you can see very well that we means as we know very well that we have discussed two examples, like uh, what in the case of if what is happening, if this condition is true, if this condition is true, only if only the if statement is going to be printed. Okay, what happens means what happens or what our Python do means first means it goes only, you can say only for the serial wise, like first one, the means what happened, our Python is going to check this condition first, and then this condition first, and then it is happening again and again. Means like if we are going to use elf, so it's happening only, you can say serial wise. It is not going to randomly, like for the first cases it is going with if, and again it is going with else, and then elf, again elf. So it is not important that, means it's not, it is really important that Python is going to execute that or you can say execute that operation sequentially. Like here, you can see very well that here it is written number percent to what happen if our user is going to write a number like 8. Firstly, it is going to be checked in the first condition about the if. Like here it is written that the 8 number is our 8. Then what happened? 8, and you can say modulo 2 is equals to 0. Like when we are going to divide 8 by 2, what is going to be happening is what we are getting as our remainder. We are getting 0. If we are getting 0, then we have to print even. And if we are going to get like some any type of random numbers instead of 0, then we are going to print odd. So this happens sequentially. Okay, first this one is happening. Means what happened? Our Python is going to check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. If this one is false, then our whole condition is a main, then our whole scenario is going to move forward for the inside the else statement. Then they are going to check that else is telling that if anything, you can say any of the number is written instead of the number which is divisible by 2, then you can put that number inside our else statement, and you can use means we can but you can use my statement about this, it's odd. So this happens sequentially. What happen if we are going to create one more scenario by using help? as we know very well that we are discussing. One more thing, elf is also if we have to write the condition here, it is not like else that we don't need to write the condition. So what we are going to write the condition here, I am writing that if not elf number modulo 2 not equal to, as you know very well that what we are using here, we are using exclamatory marks and equals to, which is the sign of not equal to 0, colon, enter, which is for means why we are means why we are getting this space, as you know very well, whenever we are going to use the right way of our, you can say, our conditional statement, we are going to get indentation. So after pressing enter, we have to write this print statement. Print what we are printing here. We are printing that if our number is not divisible by 2 and we are not getting our remainder as our 0, then what we have to print? We have to print it's odd, and we have to just change this one. Nothing. And I'm just going to run this code and let's see what is going to be happen. We have to write any type of the random number. I am writing 4 5, say 5 4 6, and enter. And as you can see very well that it's a even number. Again I am going to do press this run button, and as you can see very well I am going to write 6 7, you can say 6 7 9, and press enter. It's a odd number, means what happening here, like I am writing 679, and what happened, our Python is putting this number, this 679, inside the first statement and checking it out whether it is divisible by 2 or not, and we are getting the remainder as our 0 or not. If we are not getting the remainder as our 0, then we have to move forward. What happened again? Again, our Python is going to put this 679 inside this else statement, and again it's going to check it out whether we are dividing this number by 2 and we are getting any type of remainder or not instead of 0. Like if we are getting any type of remainder instead of 0, then we have to print it's odd. Okay. And what happen if we are not going to print anything? Let's see. Let's check it out. What happen if we are going to print nothing? Well, I am going to print nothing here, and I'm just going to press the enter button. So sorry, it's a value error. Like I am going to write float number. I think it's going to be give one number. It's no. This one is telling about it that it's a value error because we have create here scenario that our number should be integer. So else is, you can say again one more thing. Just leave this example. I am telling you the next example. Do one thing. Select this one and control the forward slash, comment it down. Now we are moving forward to our another example. Example 3. I am creating a variable whether input enter the weather, like I am using this conditional statement, like here I am writing if it's like if raining so sorry weather, and here I am writing raining, again the colon and presenter, then what we have to print it's raining. Again we have to use elf, this time elf weather, as you can say warm, not warm, like shine, colon presenter print. It's a warm day. And the last one else print boring day. Now I am going to run this code. As you can see, again we have to write our weather, like I am writing shiny and presenter, and as you can see very well that our Python is giving it's a warm day. Again I am going to run this code. I am going to write windy, and as you can see very well that we haven't any type of weather which having windy, and enter. And as you can see very well that our else statement is working here properly. If we are getting any other weather instead of shiny and raining, what we are going to get? We are going to get a else statement. And one more exam means one more thing. Again means I am again I am going to run this code, and I am going to writing raining presenter, and as you can see very well that here what we are getting it's raining. So I hope you understand this if else condition, and try to do such basic questions, so you can say basic examples of if else statement, if else statement, which will help you in your further lectures. And I hope you're enjoying our series. Stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you so much for watching this side. Yours, Aman Kumar Aditya.